Hello, y'all. I'm Divine Celiane. Are you ready for this part 2? I'm going to give you a trigger warning. I'm going to say some things that's going to piss you off, and you're not going to like it, but I'm going to give you the truth of how it really is. Big Mama's going to let you know. I'm going to tell you. Okay? All right. You may be wondering why I'm telling you these things. Do you see this right here? You see this? These are entities that have done that have tried to stop me from speaking to you because I know who I am, what I'm here to do, and why. And I'm awake, not woke. I'm awake. I woke up. See, the thing about transformation is a lot of us, and some of us actually don't stop transcending. We don't stop ascending. It's limitless. They don't tell you it's limitless. I didn't know. But I have had many attacks, many things, like a lot of us, right? A lot of us have battle scars, spiritual battle scars. The people are not aware and people don't believe, and I don't give a damn if people believe them or not. We know, we feel them. To try to stop the voice. No one stops my voice. Because I'm not afraid of these motherfuckers on this plane. I answer to something way bigger than they ever could be. Because I know me. Because I love me. And that's what you're going to need to do. But we're going to get there. So, we left off with stop blaming Satan for what the fuck you doing. You made the choice. Well, it did this. It did its fucking job. Don't be mad because the player did his job. That's like being mad at a pimp that you chose to have hold you out. Hold you out. You went to the pimp. Or the pimp found you and you said yes. You got pimped. But you chose. Well, I didn't have no money. You still chose. See, when it's time for this judgment, you're going to be told you still chose. Despite what the setup was. You still chose. And they're going to look at you. Next. Not wanting, and I'm not talking about not able, not wanting to work on you or improve you because it's too hard. That's a choice. Many shitty things happen to people in life. And they're terrible. Is it too hard? Sometimes, yeah, it's too hard. Yeah, it can be. It can feel like it's going to fucking kill you. I just had a test like that. Something thought that in losing someone, and a lot of us have been through this lately, and I'm going to get to that, but something thought in losing someone, it would kill me, or many of us. No. You don't know me like that. No. No. And at that point, I didn't even love myself to the point I do now. But see, I knew I could always count on myself because I'd never really let myself down. I make mistakes and stuff like we all do, right? But you look at you in the mirror every day. You can count on you. That's the number one person you need to count on, and not in arrogance. In understanding and knowing there is a being here. A beautiful, powerful being here. That is limitless. That creates and can destroy if we choose. You should always know that about yourself. You should always know where your power lies more than someone else does. Because if they know more than you, here comes the manipulation and changing you. And that's what's happening in your society. To a lot of you young folks, a lot of you people that suffer from anxiety and depression, you got a lot of folks manipulating you and making you think the bullshit is right. No. No. So, and what I mean by that is, I'm not saying don't see your therapist. I am not saying that. Please do. Please do. I am not a therapist. I am not a counselor. I am a spiritual advisor. And I know how to give counsel. I even know how to give trauma counseling. I just don't. Because I don't have that piece of paper. And that's heavy. That's not what I'm sent to do. So I don't. But what I am saying is that you have to do the work to improve you every step of the way. We are not static. We are constantly changing in every moment in time. You must move with yourself in moments in time. And understand, I know half of you so will not understand what I'm saying right now. It's going to come later. I understand. Because what I talk about is heavy and it's big. And it's a huge thing. And it's okay. You'll get it. You must do the work on yourself. You cannot go and collect your $200 if you don't. If you don't do the work on yourself, don't think your ass is stepping into your heaven. No. Not even for fucking trying. Unless you are authentic in it. And you are authentically trying to get there. To you and to love everyone else. Then that's a maybe. But many of y'all ain't stepping in. No. And many of y'all are going to be told no. Because we know who's fake and who's not. We know who does the work and who doesn't. Getting distracted from the truth of the matter. Okay. Now, let me talk about this real quick. Many of us, some of y'all know I'm a reader of the cards. And many of us have gone through this bullshit with someone in a third-party situation because we needed to. We needed to find who we were. We needed to find the love of us and understand how precious we were. Right? I'm going to tell you right now, that was a distraction. That was a lesson and a distraction from what they're doing. Now, some of us fell, broke, and are refusing to get back up and back in the game. Some of us were like, hurts like hell, but you ain't keeping me out of this fucking game. Heh, bring it. And some of us just coasted along, okay. And kind of living half here and half not here. It was a distraction from what's really going on. Well, Divine, what's really going on? We are being played globally in many, many different ways. The end game, as we all know, is a one world government. But the different types of control, democracy, it actually is, fascism, communism, they wanted to see which one was more effective. And then that's the one that will be used for the method of control. Globally. The shit happening in your life to deter you from your path is a distraction. Your path is very simple. Each one of us has a lesson on our path, but the end goal is loving each other. That's the end goal. Because collectively, our love is more fucking powerful than what the fuck they're doing. And can change everything that they're doing. And my direct counterpart, that's my enemy, knows this. They just use the power for their gain. But they know I'm their enemy. They don't know about me that they think they know. Because each one of us that's chosen has a direct enemy against us. Each one of us does. We have a direct opposite counterpart. And it ain't going to be who you think it is. They match our energy level. They match our power level. Just opposite. So, I'm saying that because this system has been set up for the gain of a few on the backs of many. Like our presidency, all stemming from one bloodline, which means we never really left English rule, did we? No. Which would explain why the shit looks the way it does. Because of how they act. It's obvious. Look at history. In England way back then. Now I have nothing against my European brothers and sisters, but we're going to call a spade a spade. And then we look individually at individual people. That's how we love, is individual people. But look at the mess. Look who taught them. Look who traded them first before they even came to Africa and other places. They were slaves first before we were. Do your history. Read it. So it's a global game with one goal in mind. What is the better system of control? To control the masses. To control the energy. But I told y'all, they don't use love. And that's why they will never win. They can absolutely mess things up. Absolutely. But together. How many of y'all saw Power Rangers? Ivan Ooze. And Zordon died. And they loved Zordon so much that those Power Rangers' love brought it back. Nothing is impossible. Nothing. That's what love does. In a collective. Hence why they keep you apart. Because when we're together in love, they can't stop shit. We don't act like this. This is not common to our nature. Look at a baby born. The first thing a baby does when they're born is reach for the one that's the caregiver. Reach for love. That is an innate nature of a human being. Not of someone that's not human. You guys need to wake up and pay attention. Next. Knowing where your attention needs to be to see the game. You got to play the game. But you got to be on top of the game. And then when you get up on top of the game, then all of a sudden, you get these opportunities out the blue and people you never knew and networks and shit coming up in your face because they're saying, oh, you were smart enough to figure it out. We want you. Notice the problem when you tell them no. I don't need you because you don't. You don't. Is the comfort nice? Yeah, for now. For now. But those that do dirt always get fucking got. No point to join them. But no point to follow them. So then they turn up the heat, right? So now it's your food. People dying off because they ain't going to be able to eat. Pretty soon they're going to shut it off. Shut off your access to it. They warn you before they do. I told you. You see all these things being sold, all these survival things being sold on YouTube. Then you're not going to see them no more. Those are your warnings. Before the eclipse, you had a state of emergency that was declared. And we're like, that's strange. People making fun of these, people saying things about what's going to happen. Didn't mean it was going to happen on that day. I said it too. But it didn't mean it was going to happen on that day. I said it begins on that day. The energy is still going out there. Still going. But what I'm so proud of with humans is you guys are waking up. But you're waking up. And at a rate that you're going to see a massive cataclysmic event. Because they must have fear to keep you prisoner. Watch. What they do never changes. It is always the same game each time we come back. It is never different. Because they don't know how to create anything fucking new. And they can't believe it when people don't want to belong to them and don't want to be a part of their game. Don't need you. We don't. Don't need your system. Don't need you. Why be mad? Leave me alone. We'll leave you alone. Except who we told you not to fuck with. That's the way it is. Watch. So, the second part of this, love. Now, I have videos upon videos upon videos about love. Love has always been the answer. Always. It always will be. Love has many sides. Many. Dark and light, like everything else. It is always three things. You, spirit, and others. That is what love is comprised of. Compassion is empathy in love. Highest form. We are to love ourselves to gain understanding. We are to love ourselves to understand our connection to spirit and to start receiving the information we are ready to receive when we are ready to receive it. I can see and I'm awake because I love. It is no magical formula. I put up with what love puts me through. Maybe that's what I should have said a long time ago. I put up with and allow by my will what love puts me through. And no matter what enemy brings you shit, love allowed it so you could learn. Then you get mad at love for doing that shit. You're still here. You're still learning. Stop being mad. It brought you to you. It brought you to spirit. Stop being mad. I'm awake because of love. Because I know what it does. I know what it can do. I know what it is. I know how powerful it is. I know how it wakes you up. I know what lessons it brings you. You need to know. You need to understand. You need to accept that. And that is the real reason why you can't, some of you, accept spirit and its laws and its rules. I'm not talking about the fake shit. I'm talking about the real shit. And you're born knowing the real shit. It's basic. It's not complicated. Man put that other shit in. I'm talking about the basic. Love spirit, love yourself, love your neighbor. That is it. And just in choosing to do that, this is what happens to you. And the opposite of that is not hate. Hate has its own. It's fear. It's disassociation. It's indifference. Hate exists in love. You got your crimes of passion and that other shit. No. You hate because you loved. No. Fear makes you blind to love. That is why they break your heart and then expect you not to love again. Because in doing so, you never find you and your authenticity. I have understanding because I love. I walked through the fucking fire to love. And love said, you did the work. Here you go. Does it stop? Fuck no. Does it get hard? Hell yeah. Does it keep getting hard sometimes? Does it get easy sometimes? It depends on what we got to learn. Stop being afraid of the lessons that you have been given. And stop being afraid of what you will get in lessons. You don't know what you don't know. Don't be afraid. I ascend because I love. Does that mean I have no prejudices? No, of course I do. Does that mean I don't have any isms? No, of course I do. I'm living on this plane. Does that mean I'm frou-frou and perfect? Hell no. Not by a long shot. I am perfectly flawed. And I will be that way. Love accepts me that way. Love accepts you that way. Love accepts your real. Love wants your real. The real you. You will not step foot in any heavenly place. Here, there, wherever. If you are not authentic. And if you don't know how to be authentic. Because what it's going to read is you, you're real. And it's going to see you don't know you. And if you don't know you, it won't know you. That's what it's about. Do you know you? Like I know you. And if that answer is no, you got more work to do. I can't let you in because that's not a place of learning. That's a place of ascension, and you're there. Hell is a place of learning. No. You can't be authentically you in love. It will not recognize you because you're fake. You'll be fake gold. You're not real. But in love, if you know yourself in love, you're real. I don't need to be frou-frou because I love me. I know me. I know my bad habits. I know how I talk to people. I know what I need to change. And I accept that. It means I understand the mirror and the lie. I understand that every person I meet mirrored back to me what I give out. My imperfection, my perfection. That's all people are, is a mirror. And what sets us off is what we have to fix. That's it. It is not complicated. But you let them make it complicated for the rest of us. You must stand in love, or you're going to fall in fear. You must stand in love, or we are going to fall in fear. No. All right, my loves. I'm going to leave this one here. Part 3 will be the last section. I love you. I love you enough to tell you the truth. I love you enough to walk my path so I can tell you the truth. That's how much I love you. Because that's what I can give. I may not be able to give anything else. No money, no food, nothing. But I can give you what my Father was talking about. I can teach you what my Father said. Because I know. I was born to know. I was born to see it. I was born to understand it. I went through hell to be able to deliver it to you. And it's my pleasure to do so. That's how much I love you. That's how much my Father loved you. All right, y'all. We're going to the part 3. Namaste.